Hello, welcome back. Happy Friday, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. It's your boy Norando, and like always, we have a fantastic show for you. Before we get to the meat of the matter today, let me say a big shout out to the sponsors: Quick Link Shipping, RS Sports Store, CSA Shop. The link to each of those is located in the description below. And if you want to become a member of the Halftime TV family, you can join right below as well. The option is presented there if you want to donate to the Halftime family cause. The option is there as well to say thanks for all the wonderful content that we're continuously producing. All right, let's get to the meat of the matter. Now, today we will be talking about the Diamond League coming up at the weekend. Last weekend, we were speaking about the Prefontaine Classic in Eugene, Oregon. We saw some big performances. Elaine Thompson-Herah. We saw Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Sha'Carri Richardson back to her best. Brianna Williams, not so much. And we did a video on that, which I've promised my viewers and my subscribers that I would be doing a follow-up video for that. So look out for that as well. Turn the notification on. I'll ensure that that video is coming, and it's coming in before the weekend as well. Now let's get to it. The Diamond League this weekend will be taking place in Rabat, Morocco. It's not what we would say the ideal running conditions. We expect it to be a little bit on the warmer side, but nonetheless we expect some spectacular performances. Now I'll go through the starters list for the women's 100 meters because we're talking about Rabat and records. That's the title of this one. Do we expect records? Probably. Will we be getting big performances from the 100 meter race? Probably as well. But personally, I don't think the individuals in this race are capable of pushing Elaine Thompson-Herah all the way to the finish line. I think Elaine will basically dismiss the field very early out, probably 65-70 meters, and then control the execution of her race for the final 20, 25, 30 meters. All right, now I'll go through the starters list for the 100 meters for the Diamond League in Rabat. Remember, we had Eugene last week, we had Birmingham the week before, we had Doha a few weeks before that, and now we're on to Rabat. This set of meets will continue all the way through to September. We have the World Championship that's coming up as well in a few weeks' time. So it's basically a preface warming us up for what is to come. And we've been speaking about records throughout the entirety of this year. We saw Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce start the season off with a blistering 10.67 seconds in the Cape Kaino Classic in Kenya a few weeks ago, and since then the bar has been set. All the performances that came after that from the various athletes have been basically to get close to what Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce did in the Cape Kaino Classic, albeit the conditions were perfect in Kenya. But Elaine Thompson-Herah, she is the reigning sprint queen, and whenever she lines up, nothing basically is out of the cards. There isn't anything that we can say, okay, that's beyond expectation. This is Elaine Thompson-Herah we're dealing with, and when it comes down to her, anything is possible, and that's why we're gonna go into the details of this 100 meter race that's coming up in Morocco. All right, so we're gonna go through the starters list. We have Michelle Lee out of Trinidad and Tobago. Her season's best 10.94 seconds. Her personal best 10.82 seconds. We have Alexander Bergart out of Germany. 11.38 seconds is her season's best, and her personal best 11.01 seconds. Asia Del Ponte, and we've seen Del Ponte as well as Kambunji. We've seen them a whole lot over the past few weeks, few months. They were in the Olympics as well, representing Europe gracefully. They did. Asia Del Ponte, season's best 11.72, so she hasn't been off to the best start this season so far, considering where it is from her personal best of 10.90. There's a long way to go for Del Ponte. We have Tiana Gaither out of Bahamas, season's best 11.11, personal best 11.02, not far off either. We have Natasha Morrison out of Jamaica, season's best 11.57 and personal best 10.87, which is quite commendable from Natasha Morrison. I expect her to give a big performance as well. Then we have Anthonique Strachan out of Bahamas, 10.99 her season's best, and it's also her personal best. So Anthonique is having a good season so far. She will want to improve on that, and considering the field that she's up against, the competition that she's up against, what better place, what better occasion to maximize what's left in the tank. So Anthony Strachan out of Bahamas. She's the second Bahama. Yeah, she's the second individual out of Bahamas in this race. We have Jose Marie Talou. Talou, she was present last week. She gave a big performance last week, and we know what to expect. 33 years of age, been around the block, out of Ivory Coast, the fastest woman out of Africa at one point. We know what's gonna happen when it comes down to Talou, and her personal best 10.78 seconds. 11.07 seconds is her season's best so far. And then last but not least, we have Elaine Thompson-Herah, the reigning double Olympic champion. 10.79 is her season's best so far, and 10.54 is her personal best. And 10.79, she clocked this feat last week at the Prefontaine Classic in Eugene, Oregon, where she was up against Sha'Carri Richardson. She was up against Shericka Jackson, as well as Asher Smith as well. So there you have it. Those are the names that will be lining up. I want to hear what you, the viewers, have to say. What are your expectations going into this one on what, Saturday? Is it Saturday? Yeah, I think it's Saturday. Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Yeah, losing track of the days already, folks. But it's June 5. It should be Sunday. What are your expectations? Do you expect a record from Elaine Thompson-Herah? Is this field good enough to push her all the way to the end? What I do expect is probably a season's best from Natasha Morrison out of Jamaica. I expect her to better her season's best. Jose Marie Talou, she continues to improve throughout the season so far, and again, going up against Elaine Thompson-Herah, it's just a barometer to push yourself and to push yourself more and more. So we expect big performances from Talou, we expect big performances from Natasha Morrison, but as far as Elaine Thompson-Herah is concerned, I don't think this is the race where she will be smashing the world record. I think based on her capabilities, she's more than able to do it this year. She's more than capable of doing it this season. But this particular race just doesn't feel like the one where she will do it in. I think whenever she smashes that world record, she will have Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce lining up in the blocks with her. She will have Shericka Jackson lining up in the block with her. And she will also have Sha'Carri Richardson lining up in the block with her. So she will do it on the biggest stage possible with all the top competitors, and that's the way she will be pushed all the way to the finish line. Again, 10.67 is where it's at. That's where the bar was set at the beginning of the season by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Mommy Rocket, as we will love to call her these days, and that's where everyone has been aiming for since then. 10.79 Elaine Thompson-Herah clocked last weekend. Can she better that this week come the Rabat Diamond League Classic? I don't know. Let me know what you guys have to say. But I just don't get that feeling that this will be the race. This will be the meet that she'll clock the big time. We expect favorable conditions. It's usually favorable in Rabat, Morocco. But then again, as I said, there are a number of other varying factors that may contribute to this race and the proper execution by all the athletes involved. Share your views, share your comments, turn the notification on, ensure that you never miss an episode with Halftime TV. Miranda Brown here saying thanks for tuning in, and do have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.